Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because WWE Dominion is officially off the rails. We've got Goldberg having an existential crisis, MJF proving that cheating is in fact a viable life strategy, and Triple H one out here trying to remind everyone that he used to run the whole damn industry. I'm Joe Rogan, and joining me to make sense of this digital insanity is the people's champion himself, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Joe Dominion is absolute chaos. I mean, you've got Seth Rollins fighting for his legacy, Becky Lynch literally fighting herself, and Wade Barrett trying to debut against a guy who will cheat to win at a children's board game. This is what I love about wrestling.
And speaking of chaos, there's no one better to break it down than the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Damn right, Joe. I'm here, I'm watching, and I'm telling you, some of these guys need to learn how to take a punch like a real man. MJF, he's out there stealing wins like he's in a heist movie. Goldberg, looks like he just figured out that wrestling ain't a demolition derby.
And last but not least, the woman who might end up fighting herself for the Dominion title, Becky Lynch.
Joe, listen, I don't care if I'm fighting Bianca, Rhea, or my own reflection. All I know is I'm going to win, and if I do end up in a title match against myself, I'll just have to make myself tap out.
Well, let's break it all down, because Dominion just gave us one hell of a show. Let's start with MJF v. Kenny Omega. Falls count anywhere, and MJF did what he does best, cheating his way to victory.
You know, I got to respect it. Omega thought he was in for a classic wrestling match, but MJF was 2 steps ahead the whole time. Guy probably had a backup plan for his backup plan.
And you saw Omega afterward. Dude was pissed. No handshake, just walked off. I got a feeling we ain't seen the end of this one.
Next up, Bryan Danielson v. Goldberg, and man, Danielson put on a technical clinic.
Goldberg was out here throwing power moves like it was 98, and Danielson just dismantled him. It was like watching someone solve a puzzle in real time.
And Goldberg, man, he just stormed out after the match. No post-fight interview, no words, just rage. Either he's coming back with a vengeance, or we just watched him enter his grumpy old man phase.
And then we had Seth Rollins kicking off his so-called redemption arc by stomping Kane 99 into the ground.
Good win, but now he's got Triple H one talking trash, and let's be honest, that's where the real story is. Those two are going to throw down on SmackDown, and I can't wait.
On the women's side, Becky, you kind of had double the success this week.
Yeah, both versions of me ran through the competition. But here's the thing. Becky v. Becky is coming, and everyone knows it. But first, Bianca Belair's got to get through me in a tables match.
And that's where things get interesting. Bianca's got everything to prove, and if she wins, she puts herself right in title contention.
Win or lose Becky, you're on a collision course with yourself. And that's some real Spider-Verse level storytelling.
And let's not forget Mercedes Moné v. Candice LeRae, 2 absolute stars in the making.
They both dominated this week, and I guarantee you this will be a fight for the top spot soon.
All right, let's talk long-term storytelling. What are the biggest rivalries and character arcs coming out of week 1?
Rollins v. Triple H 1. It's got history, it's got ego, and it's going to get nasty. Rollins wants to prove he's the guy, and Triple H ain't about to hand over the throne.
I got to say, I love MJF v. Kenny Omega, too. Omega's pissed, and MJF is acting like he's already won the whole damn league. This is going to explode.
And on the women's side, I'm watching Becky v. Becky and Mercedes v. Roxanne. That's the future of the division.
Quick look at the standings in the men's division. We've got Rollins, Orton, MJF, and Danielson at 1-0. Goldberg, Omega, Kane, and Diesel, not so lucky.
And for the women's side, Mercedes, Becky, 23. Becky and Roxanne Perez are all undefeated. But Rhea, Trish, and Candice, they got to bounce back.
Let's make some bold, reckless predictions. First up, Triple H 1 v. Seth Rollins. Who wins?
Triple H. Mind games win matches.
Rollins. Dude's got momentum. If you know, you know.
And Becky Lynch v. Bianca Belair. Who you got?
Becky Lynch.
Which one?
Yeah.
All right, final hot takes. Rock, go.
MJF is about to run the table. He's too smart, and he's got too many tricks.
Goldberg's about to snap. Next match, someone's getting wrecked.
Becky Lynch v. Becky Lynch is happening at WrestleMania. Calling it now.
And that's a wrap. See you next week, folks.